Hey there, Yin here. I'm back with another video, but this time it's National Selection 2. Ooh, I love this game. I played number 1 thousands of times. But this time I'm going to show you how to play Commander, because a lot of people are still learning this game, and I want to show you how to play Commander. And I build a start with an IP first and an armory, so that if they want ammo and that extra IP in case I get skulk rushed, so people can still spawn again. It's important to put extractors down where people are, so look around the map all the time and make sure that no people are waiting. Now then, I think there's loads of ways of playing Commander. Some commanders like to go for phase tech first, some people like to go for other stuff. What I like to do, I like to work on upgrades first because, it's good to give your Marines an advantage early on in the game. So I try to get upgrades as soon as possible, but you don't want to spend all your res on upgrades first, So make sure you have at least like 2 to 3 res nodes down first, so that you got steady income coming in. Obviously, the most important is to keep your Marines alive in important aspects. So, say this guy, he's expanding to the right of the map, which is really important, so that's why I want to try to keep him alive. These people, I'm not too bothered about because loads of people go in here, so it's not so much important to keep them alive. And it's always good to have someone dying coming back to base, so that you can, get them to build stuff at base. So I'm building the upgrades now because I got a lot of money and coming in and stuff like that. So it's very important to communicate with your team, but obviously I don't communicate in this game because I'm trying to show you what common is like. So I'm just trying to make it a little bit harder than myself, but I usually talk to my team, tell them where to go, tell them what to do, what am I building, just tell them your plan basically, and keep them engaged. Otherwise, if you keep silent, they'll be like, what's the commander doing? What's the commander doing? Oh, he's crap. Oh, what's he doing? So, right. Now, this is important. Weapons or armor first? It depends. If you see that your team is dying a lot, go for armor, yeah? Because that'll give them an extra bite or two of defense. If your team is doing very well, you got an ace killer on your team, then go for weapons because that'll help him kill skulks. But sometimes you have a top tier player on your team, but most of the time, just go for armor to be safe. Now, a lot of people will be asking for ammo and health packs. If they're in a suitable place, just plot an armory down. That'll keep them happy. Sort of. Anyway, so as you see, I try to keep track of all the players left, middle, and right, and you just have to keep a progress of what's going on. And now then, after that, I've got upgrades come in. This is very important, the observatory. Place it in a very safe place. I usually place it behind the command station, so it's out of sight. Now, the most important about obs, let's just call it obs, yeah. It's the next phase to get phase tech. Now, people are asking for shotties early on in this game. I don't actually like researching shotties at this stage, because shotties are quite weak early on with no weapon upgrades. Although they can kill skulks with one hit if you're really close, but I don't generally like it. But to make them happy, sometimes you have to give them what they want. So I'm gonna give them shotguns for now, just to make them happy. Okay, so next stage obviously is to work on phase tech after upgrades. You want phase tech because this will get Marines to the locations faster. They don't have to run, they don't have to walk and stuff like that. But the thing with phase tech is, it takes a lot of res, so if you haven't got many res nodes down, make sure you have about 3, 4 before you get phase tech. The most important places are obviously in the hives or in like in this map, double res. This is extremely important because you want to keep those key locations. Sometimes they're not needed, but definitely you want phase gates in the hives anyway. Double res, sometimes they're good to have, sometimes they're not. But it depends on how much resistance the other teams putting up on trying to keep it. But yeah, so make sure you have Marines going around all the map. If they're concentrating on one spot, that is not a good thing. make sure they're in like 3 groups. Like, you know, always think of it as left, middle, and right. So make sure they're all spread out. Make sure they're all doing different things. Make sure they're all keeping all the aliens busy. You know. Right now there's an alien chomping down on the right on my bottom nose there, but there's no marines down there, so I can't get them to do anything. If I was like talking, I would scream at them and go, "Aye, save that res now!" But you know, the team's busy elsewhere, and I'm expanding in other places, so it's not too much of a worry. So see, I'm upgrading weapons now as soon as I get the res. I'm upgrading phase tech, so you know, everything's going smoothly right now. I nearly got a lot of res nodes. These guys are keeping the hive busy, so try to keep them alive. The good thing about this is that aliens will be distracted, and see on the right on the map here, these two are busy with this hive as well, so make sure you give them ammo, and hopefully they'll take the hive down and you know, distract the aliens as well. You see there's some aliens distracting in lava flow as well. See, they should be going to their hive right now. Their hive is dying. What are they doing? So it's good to keep your team busy and stuff like that. Now then, I got phase gates coming up, which is good. This will make sure that they can teleport to around the maps and stuff like that. So I'm gonna put the lava because this is central. This is central base for now, meaning they can go left, they can go right, they can go wherever they want. But you know, it's a good place to start first. Next, I'll have to have a phase gate in the at a hive. Turrets. They're good for defending stuff, but I see a lot of commanders going for turrets first. It's not needed really at the start. You know, it's most important to get upgrades and at least phase tech first before sentry guns. You know, sentry guns does help, but don't waste res yet. It's still early in the game. You know, you've got loads of time. It's only 6 minutes in. You know, take your time with turrets. So now I've got phase tech and upgrades coming. Now I can work on turrets. So I'm just saving up for robotics factory and stuff like that. Obviously, once you get your once you get your res going, your upgrades going, your phase tech going, after that it's time to work on prototype lab. Now, prototype lab, as you know, is gonna be stuff like jetpacks, exosuits, you know, the advanced weapons for stuff like that. Oh yeah, as a commander, it's important to scan now and again for people to know where they are. But I'm not doing it much because it does take a little bit of resources. But sometimes it's helpful to scan the areas for people. I forgot, so that's my fault there. But yeah, it's good to scan now and again for people. But sometimes it's not needed at the early on in the game, you know. But sometimes you know, you want to scan sometimes. This is Robotics Factory, as you know. This is to build turrets. Now, you know, now I've got upgrades going, I've got phase tech. I want turrets now. I want sentry guns to cover the phase gate, most importantly. And I want it to cover sometimes the power node. As you notice, sometimes I build my stuff against a wall. Because aliens then, they can only chomp from one direction. So sometimes you want to build stuff by walls, if you can. If you haven't got time, just plot it down, because sometimes you don't have time to, you know, make it fancy. But I try to make it a little bit neat and stuff like that. So I'm checking up on my upgrades now. The upgrades are ready, but I wanted to, you know, level 1 weapons and armor is good at this stage, so you don't really need to upgrade them all. But when you have the res, upgrade it. At the moment, I'm saving for prototype lab. It costs 40 res. You know, I want to get that down as soon as possible. So I'm saving up some res right now. Another thing is you want observatories in the hives and other places. Observatories, you can beacon your players to that location in case it gets attacked. So it's very important. As you can see now, I'm placing a lot of sentries down. This is to protect all the phase gates and to make it easier for my range, you know. But sometimes turrets, you know, they're not gonna do much, but they will buy you some time, just enough time to, you know, keeps it. Now, I done it a bit wrong with these sentry guns. I placed the battery in the wrong places. Make sure you have a sentry gun covering the battery. Usually have it in the middle or ahead, and place sentries covering the battery. I did it wrong, so do not follow that example. I did it wrong because skulks can just jump over the sentry guns and munch the battery down. It's not a good idea, but I made that mistake, so sorry about that. That was bad on my part. So now that all the bases are secured, I can just work on prototype labs. Use the nano shield on people you think are important. So this guy was on his own, so I gave him a nano shield. So you want to support the team now. They're basically taking the hive down, so they're doing quite well. They're gonna be spamming health, ammo. So just give them ammo because you know you've got like half the map. I'm getting good res. They took the hive down for me, so the least I can do is just spam ammo and health for them. You know, just keep them happy. You know. So you want to support your team now again, and of course don't forget about your base. I always keep an eye on the map. If you see something flashing, go to it straight away. Press spacebar. Spacebar will take you to ammo request, anything request. I'm not going to research any weapons yet because it's not needed, so I want to build a prototype lab first. Looks like a 40 res now. But you need someone to build it, but everyone's out of base. So I did ask them to come back to base to build it, but it looks like they're too occupied at the moment. So I want to secure this hive now, so I'm going to build an armory for them to get ammo, to keep them happy, and then you want them to have a phase gate, and you know, it's just stuff to keep it secured. It's quite a quick game, this is, but you know, I'm just showing you how to calm a little bit. You want to keep them happy and keep your upgrades going when you have them, and just keep up to date on everything. You know, you want to keep an eye on them. You want to make sure that your base isn't attacked. You want to know what you want to build next, and think ahead on how to help your team and stuff like that. So right now, so I got this base secured, and the Marines are already pushing onto the next hive. So this game's gonna end pretty soon. You know, I'm building here just in case. You never know what will happen, so you wanna keep going. You know, just because you think you won, don't think that, because anything can happen in NS2. Aliens could turn it around. You never know. I've seen many comebacks in game. You think you won, but then you lose, and you're thinking, what happened? So, but anyway, so. Because, you know, they tried to put an armory down, but it's covered in the aliens thing, so you can't build here. So I just had to spam ammo and health for them, scan the area for them so they know. And so I'm just spamming loads of health and ammo for them now, because looks like they want to end it. Some games you don't get games where Marines listen to you. That is annoying, I know, but you know, you can't help it sometimes, so just do what you can. And but the most important is to scream at them, type at them, just tell them, you know, what are you doing, and stuff like that. So so yeah, I'm nearing the end of the video because they're gonna end it now. They're gonna finish it. So thanks for watching, guys. This is just a little bit uncommon. Maybe I'll do more in the future. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you want. It'll help me out a lot. And if you want more, leave a comment. You know, just say, you know, yeah, this is great. You know, I want to see more comment and stuff like that. But I'll do more videos. I'm gonna do a commander. I'm gonna go to the aliens right now. Same server. Well, actually, I don't know. It depends if I can get commander. People rush for it. Anyway, so I'll do a alien commander, and I'll do some other videos in here later. See ya. Thanks.